What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll go ahead and chill those out. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream songs under the name Aftersound. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And the second is a new podcast that I just launched called Chasing Infinity. It's actually available on my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, my music YouTube channel, and it is myself and ChatGPT as my co-host, my AI co-host. We dive into a bunch of different topics, including Splinterlands in a recent video, Splinterlands and Web3 gaming. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about those promo cards. Now, keep in mind, stats are not finalized. There has not been an official post yet, but they were shared on last night's town hall. And I gotta say, yeah, these cards are way better than the recent cards, or at least this card specifically, Nightstalker. The Phase 2 cards versus the Phase 1 is what I mean. But Nightstalker, I mean, this thing looks outrageous. It's 4 mana, so it's Little League eligible. It's Death and Fire, right? And its main thing is that it is a sneak unit, but not just that. It's got a decent speed at 4. It's got a decent, hit rate at 4 and health points at 5. So here's the thing. Not only that, you're going to sneak attack. If you get close to killing the unit, you have, what's this called? Execute, right? So if it's 2 or less health that they end up with, then you attack again. And then the icing on top is the blast, because now you're just doing tons of damage all over the place to, either the second to back end unit or the second to back end unit, as well as anybody that's in like a camouflaged last spot. So I think that this is actually a fantastic card. The fact that you can play it with both Death and Fire, who, each of these has phenomenal sneak attackers, right? So you can pair him up with a bunch of different people, try to have him go maybe not first, right? Think about pairing him up with like Silent Shavi. Silent Shavi goes and weakens him up a little bit, and then you get Nightstalker coming in. Maybe Nightstalker goes back in for the execute. Like, the sneak teams from this are going to be kind of crazy. So I think that this is a fantastic card. I think that this is going to be something that people will either want or need to have. Considering how many rares we've sold for Sanctus Vicar, this is something that I think people will actually want at the highest levels, rather than at level 1 or level 4, where you get, the novel new ability or, whatever it is. So I'm very curious to see how this plays out. We don't know the stats by level yet, so my assumption is that this is obviously a max level card. So you probably don't get Blast until the end, but that's what makes it worthwhile for getting Blast, or for getting the card all the way maxed out. Will it be worthwhile if you don't? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But keep in mind, this is like 2.5 weeks away before this goes on sale. And again, stats are subject to change, but the chatter that I've seen around it has been fantastic. A lot of people really, really do like this card. Okay, the other one is Delia. And for anybody in the lore, you might be familiar with Delia. Someone that I got to know, one of the characters that I got to know. Super cool that they're getting her into the game. Now, the thing is, this is a legendary card, right? So this is 9 mana, 4 range damage, 5 speed, which is actually pretty good, 6 health, which is a little weak. But here's the trio of abilities. In fact, Matt actually said that this is going to come with a 4th ability, Backfire. So let's just assume that that's actually going to happen. But again, everything is subject to change. What I like about this is the double strike, right? Because now, she's doing a significant amount of damage. You can throw her in the back line, right? Just because of that dodge. We were just talking about sneak attackers, right? That dodge is very convenient at making people miss. She's got a decent speed already. The only thing that doesn't really fit here for me is the Amplify, right? Sorry, I guess I skipped over the Backfire since that's not there. But dodge and Backfire in the back line, and not to mention she's neutral, right? So you could play her with literally anybody. But Amplify, I guess like it's good as a support card, but I don't know. Does Amplify work on Backfire? Maybe it doesn't. But either way, I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, okay, it's actually, it's a good card, and I would use it. But 9 mana is a lot, man. I'm still looking at that and thinking to myself, like, 9 mana is a lot. So I think we're going to get into a different situation this time around, where in Phase 2, you're going to see people, pushing and shoving for the rare card rather than this card. And like I said, maybe they'll take the feedback from the community and either nerf the other card or maybe buff this up even more. Delia, I mean, but either way, like, you know, these are interesting cards, and it's just kind of cool from a lore perspective to see these coming into the game. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not as big of a fan of Delia. I mean, I like the character. The artwork is obviously awesome, but in terms of like the card itself, it's like there's so many other back tanks that I could I could replace her with. It just seems like there's a lot of other things. Like if they replace that amplify with something else that was more synergistic, that would be awesome. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't think that's the card that people are going to be salivating over. I think it's Nightstalker, and I think that we might have actually quite a few of these maxed out over the next 2 weeks or whatever, whenever they go on sale. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about these cards, and then more specifically, how do you feel about these cards compared to the first phase? Is the power creep or power level significantly higher? Are you more incentivized to buy them? Are you going to sit them out, sit out on the sidelines? Like, I'm just curious what the overall consensus is, not just from the card stats, but from, your projected activity or involvement or engagement with actually buying them. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I will catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.